I would have loved to do a 30-second handstand day one, but that 12 weeks in between, right? 16 weeks in between, looking back at it was so much fun. And that was more fun than doing the 30-second handstand, is that process into it. And that goes for really any of your goals.
Yeah.
It makes it worthwhile. It gives you something to look forward to. It gives you motivation, whatever it is. And don't get caught up on that end goal. Take your time with it. If it doesn't come in that 16 weeks, if it takes you 24, 2 years, 4 years, whatever it is, just know that it's coming.
So in today's Bucket List Fit episode, this is actually our second episode. I'm interviewing one of my good friends, Mitchell Wendling. He's actually been very prolific lately on Instagram. Mr. Mitchell.
That's right.
That's right. Is your
That's
name
right.
on Instagram? I love following your posts, man. Super fun to see your runs, your smoothies, and all the fun interactions you've had in your day.
Thanks.
Yeah. But today we're talking to Mitchell because he is just, of all the friends I have in the fitness world and in general, he's probably on a personal level like the most all-around athlete friend that I have. Like, you used to play basketball. You're 6'6".
Now I'm washed up.
Yeah, I'm just buttering you up.
Yeah.
So you're 6'6", used to play basketball. I've seen you bench over 3 plates, which is very hard. That takes some strength to do that. Not only are you benching over 3 plates, but you are doing long distance events. So we've done some together.
We have. And
you pace faster than me, and that's cool. We also recently in Greenville, when we did that, we were going to do a relay race. Yeah. It got canceled, so we went to a local track, did some sprints. We did the 100-meter dash. You're faster than me.
All right, you're being too nice.
But I'm just telling the truth. But that doesn't mean I still couldn't help you with some things, right?
Absolutely.
We'll dive into that. And so I know one thing that was on your fitness bucket list was to do a handstand, and that was something that I was able to help you with.
Absolutely, yeah.
But now that you can do a handstand, you can also do a handstand. So it's pretty cool to know somebody like you who's just kind of just so well-rounded in so many different fitness and athletic ventures. So I gotta start by asking, Mitchell, what got you into fitness, and what is your current fitness training regimen looking like?
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you for...
You're welcome, Mitchell.
Thank you for saying that, because you are honestly the most well-rounded athlete that I personally know that can do literally anything. And I've told you that before, but that is true. You can literally do anything.
Now you're better than me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So see, what got me into fitness, I think, you take it back to high school. You couldn't pay me to be in a weight room. I was built rail thin, pretty much this height, 6'5", 6'6", rail thin.
What is it, 6'5" or 6'6"?
Back then, you grow a little bit throughout college.
Gotcha. So now you're 6'6".
Yeah, that's
okay.
Right. 6'7" with shoes.
Hey.
Yeah. No. So yeah, he couldn't pay me to be in the weight room. Despised it. But I was like the only one in my friend group that didn't play football. So obviously football comes with a lot of weightlifting in high school, and I just wasn't part of that. So I didn't like really fit in. But then I ended up playing basketball in college, and I remember really kind of like that first game, I was playing against guys that were much bigger and stronger than me. And then being the size that I am, you face a lot of guys that are 6'6" and above, but 30 pounds heavier. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
So from that moment, it clicked. I got to get in the weight room, get in the gym. And that's just kind of where it all started when I was 18, 19 years old. Got bullied in the post, and I was like, all right, this is not going to happen again.
No more.
So from there, basically, fast forward, you put on 20 pounds of muscle freshman year of college, and just kind of never looked back. So that's where it started, progressed into, eventually I got a strength and conditioning coach, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. You get to help athletes, get bigger, faster, stronger, jump farther, whatever it is. I was like, this is what you do for a living? This is great. And so I ended up going down that path, went to grad school for kinesiology, loved every minute of it. Didn't really know where I was going to go from there, but I knew I wanted to help people, whether it's athletes, general population, kids, whatever, just helps in some way people achieve their fitness goals. And I think it is one of my callings, and I love doing it. And it's been awesome so far in my short time since graduating.
I love that. So I love how you start by saying like you couldn't get paid to go to the weight gym or to go to the weight room, but once you saw the competition, once you saw like other people who are your height, taller, bigger, stronger,
Yeah.
you're like, man, I gotta if I'm gonna play this game and if I'm gonna be in this world, I gotta pick things up. So you actually invested in yourself
For sure.
instead of thinking of it, oh, it's as work. Even if someone paid me, I wouldn't want to do this work. But now you kind of like turned your brain around into, if I want to get better at this thing, I need to invest in myself, go to the gym, get bigger, get stronger.
Yeah.
And then you saw, in your college years, your coach helping you and other athletes just keep leveling up. And you're like, man, this is an addictive, a cool space. Yeah. And here you are now doing that thing.
Absolutely.
Not with college athletes, but with the general population, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's funny to look back on is, when you first get into it, you hear everything, the one thing that comes to mind is, you shouldn't lift weights in high school. It's going to stunt your growth. And I was already a tall kid, but I had dreams of being like 6'9". I was like, can I get to 7 foot? So I couldn't lift weights. I wasn't going to try to stop at 6'5", don't drink coffee. It's going to stunt your growth, whatever. So I didn't do any of that stuff.
Speaking of which, I'll put a pause button on that. Thank you for the protein coffee.
Absolutely.
I want to come back to the getting to 7 feet, but do you want to tell the audience what we're drinking right now?
Just simple mix of just threw iced coffee brewed in the fridge overnight. Scoop of isolate protein. We got blueberry protein in there. A little milk, stir it on up. It's a good way to get your caffeine as well as basically almost 30 grams of protein.
Man, that's awesome.
Keep you satiated.
Now you divvied this in half. Does that mean there's 15 grams in here?
Oh no.
Oh, the full scoop's 30, right?
Full scoop, yeah. So you got
very
30,
cool.
I got 30.
Cheers, man.
Cheers to you, man. Thanks.
And he kind of set the bar very low. He's like, I'm not sure if it's that good, but here's the flavor profile experience I had with it. I took a sip. It just tastes like coffee immediately off the gate. And then you start to get like a little dash of protein taste. And you're, like that protein when you have the protein. Yeah, and you're like, I'm not sure about this. But then the blueberry just dives in to save the day. And it's just like a very sweet aftertaste.
That's right.
It's a neat experience.
I love it.
Yeah, so thank you for bringing this over.
My pleasure.
And you're not even sponsored by them yet, right? So This is a free advertisement.
That's right.
Yeah.
Whoever, Yeti, whatever.
Yeah. So anyways, I do want to go back to your story about, the fear of getting your growth stunted by weightlifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can pick up where you left off.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what it is. Thankfully, I had a great coaching and just mentors, I would call them, that they got me into the gym. I'm not going to say that I've never been in the gym in high school, because I have, but they tried to get me into it, and I would go, but I wasn't dedicated to it. I wouldn't go if I didn't have to, if somebody wasn't driving me there, or open up the gym in the morning before school. So it wasn't anything consistent. I'd say the one thing I did do in high school, because being a basketball player, everybody wants to dunk a ball. So the big thing was like the vertical jump program.
Makes sense.
So you could get me there. I'm all day doing the box jumps and jumping, but lifting weights, bench squat, deadlift, nothing like that. So
what I'm hearing from you, I think, is that you were passionate about the game of basketball in high school.
Yeah.
So anything that directly related to basketball, you were excited about.
100%.
So dunking a basketball.
Yeah.
I actually love that you bring that up, because that's kind of like the whole premise of Bucket List Fit, your story arc, which was, you can't pay me to get in the gym, but once you saw the connection between going to the gym and improving your basketball game, it was no longer, you can't pay me to go to the gym. It was, I'm investing in myself so that I can get better at basketball.
Definitely.
And it's like, that's like the whole message is, it's like a lot of people view working out in that same vein, like, what? I don't really want to work out just to build more muscle. I know it's good for me and I should do it, and I know it'll probably make my joints feel better, but it's not like an exciting venture.
No.
Like if you can attach it to something ambitious and exciting, in your case it was improving the game of basketball, it just makes it that much more worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see people like Kevin Durant, that's so everybody's like, oh, I don't need to get in the gym. Look at Kevin Durant. He's an NBA All-Star, and he still looks like he's never been in the gym a day in his life. In reality, he goes to the gym, like he works on his game. He doesn't put on a lot of muscle, but then you see, track athletes, these sprinters that are absolutely jacked, fastest people in the world. And then you're like, oh, so maybe if you do put on muscle, it's not going to slow you down. It's not going to make you jump less high, or, whatever it is. So that's really where it connected with me, is you see Usain Bolt, you're like, wow, that dude is an animal. He's a unit. I want to be like him.
And he's what, 6'7"?
He's tall. I don't know how tall he is. He's tall.
Yeah.
He's a big fella.
Yeah, you're in that level.
Yeah. We go way back.
Yeah,
It's a tall person thing.
That's a really good point. Yeah, like muscle does not mean slow, does not mean you're going to not be able to jump as high. In some cases, it might even help you jump higher.
Exactly.
I mean, there's probably like, a tipping point where like,
sure,
like an Arnold Schwarzenegger, But to your point, like the powerful, fast, they're not necessarily small.
No.
Yeah.
No. And they're very lean. They're not just super bulky for no reason,
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember just seeing that, and that was another moment. I was like, oh, I should probably put on some muscle. It's probably gonna help me out.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, if Usain Bolt's that big,
yeah.
I'm probably gonna be fast, and he's still tall.
Yeah, that's right.
So you never made it to 7 foot.
No,
despite your best efforts.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Just imagine if you didn't do all that weight training in college.
No, I should have.
Dang it.
Yeah, should have ate more Wheaties.
Yeah, but you're still the tallest in your family, right?
I am.
In your immediate family?
Yep. I got a brother. He's about 6'5".
Okay.
A couple years younger than me. My mom, I think she peaked at like 6'2".
Wow.
She's a tall lady.
That's a tall mom.
Yep. Then her dad, my grandfather, was 6'4". But outside of that, I think everybody is usually under 6 foot that I'm aware of, 6 or less.
Okay. Yeah.
So
that's definitely a rarity to be. Yeah.
Hoping to keep the tall bloodline going.
There you go. I love it. I love it. So I see you on social media, primarily Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'll see you post, different workouts that you do with the battle rope or lifting weights. And recently I've been seeing you do, like, you have this goal of getting a sub 20-minute 5K. Yeah. I'm wondering if you could just talk about, what does your current training regimen look like?
Yeah. So right now it's a lot of running and lifting. It's kind of definitely the season I'm in. I've really picked it up a little over a year, 2 years ago, and it's stuck, and I've really enjoyed it. So I try to get to the gym and physically lift weights 4 times a week. I try to do ideally 2 bigger upper body days, 2 lower body days, and then I try to run minimum twice a week, and sometimes I'll be on the same day as lift, if I can, 3 days a week. But I also know how important rest days are, and I think now just from like what I see on Instagram, there's this culture of just go, never rest, 7 days a week. And I personally don't relate to that. I think there's a lot of value in the rest days. So if I can, I try to structure at least 2, 1 for sure, but 2 if I can, full rest days, no workout, no nothing, no obligations. And it works well for me. And I definitely prefer that during the work week, because I feel sometimes, with my job, you're on all day long. So that takes like a big toll on you mentally. Yeah. And so to not add another stress in the form of a workout, I think is a good thing. But
so you take your 2 rest days usually during the work week.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It works for me. On the weekends, I have, no work obligations. So I have more time. I don't feel rushed. Yeah. And I like to move a lot on Saturday, Sunday if I can. Yeah.
It's an enjoyable stressor for you. Yeah. And if you don't have just like all these other things jam-packed in your day, it's even more.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get that.
And sometimes after work, it's you feel like you should work out or you want to work out, but your motivation or your energy levels are just down. And I just not a fan of going to the gym when your energy levels are down. It just feels like you're spinning your wheels. You're not getting much out of it, which I'm sure you are. Yeah. But, morning guy or weekends.
Gotcha. So you're a morning guy for both running and weights?
I try to be. I'm not always.
Okay.
I try to be. I am human. There are days where I don't want to get up, but I've been good about it. There are a few times when I'll go after work. Depends on the day, but it's I try to work it all around the work schedule. If I know I have a busy day, I go in the morning. If I know I have a lighter day at work, I'll typically save it for the afternoon. And
you mentioned you'll sometimes do your strength and your endurance in the same days. On those days, do you kind of like, do you do them both all in one big session, or do you kind of have like a morning and then afternoon, or how does that look on those days?
Yeah, it's usually a morning and an afternoon. So that'd be something I'd do on the weekend if we don't have plans.
Gotcha.
Wake up, hit a run, come back, eat breakfast, hang out for a while, do some chores, and then go to the gym.
Do some strength.
Yeah. And it's usually I only do that if it's like a lower body day. So I'll run and then lower body in the afternoon.
Gotcha.
Because there's this thing that I recently adopted was keeping your hard days hard. and your easy day is easy. And so I feel like running obviously is
I like that. What's your intention for the day? Is it gonna be a hard day?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be an easy day?
Exactly. So if you know you have your hard day, you're running, that's taxing your legs pretty well.
Yeah.
You might as well hit the legs the same day.
I love it. And then let them rest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Instead of running hard on Saturday, then hitting legs hard on Sunday. That's just back-to-back days of.
I love that.
That's just what I've been adopting recently.
Yeah.
And it's working.
Yeah.
I feel my legs definitely feel better because they're not just always.
That's cool.
Stressed. Yeah.
Do you think that that's what allows you to maximize your ability to lift heavier and run farther distances? As you do them in the same day, but also give yourself more recovery between?
I do. I think there's a lot to be said there.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you can relate, but I go through phases of where I used to work out strength training 5-6 days a week, and then I've gone as far back as 3 days a week, 2 days a week.
Yeah.
I will say I think the best strength gains I ever made was when I was only working out 2 or 3 days a week, because you could go pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have all this rest to just like recover, build muscle.
Yeah.
So I do think I got my strongest there, but I just, it's something I love to do. I enjoy training, so it doesn't fit for me right now to just go twice a week. I don't think mentally I could handle it.
Yeah, because you're right. There's other reasons to work out.
Yeah.
It's not just about maximizing your gains.
100.
Yeah. It's about feeling good, building resilience, having structure to your day, getting your body moving.
Yep.
So you mentioned you do upper body twice, lower body twice. Is it like upper body push day, upper body pull day, lower body squat, lower body hinge, or like do you have like a structure, or do you just kind of wing it? Or
yeah, I'm a big fan of knowing the plan. So I rarely these days go in without knowing
what you're gonna do.
Yeah, 1 through 6, 1 through 8, whatever I'm gonna do that day.
Yeah.
To your point, yes, I do have maybe Monday's my first upper body day. I will do more of a push focus, but I still do a lot of pull movements.
You do both.
And the other day just flip flop it.
Gotcha. So you might do like push heavier, and then the rest is more like higher reps or something.
Yeah.
And then pull heavier, pushes higher reps.
Yeah,
or
100%.
is that okay?
Yep.
You kind of
Same
flip
thing for
flop
the
it.
leg day. Yep.
Love that.
Yeah.
And then so you do that 4 times a week, and then you do endurance at least 2 times a week.
Yeah.
And so that would be the weekends usually if you're doing your endurance.
Yeah, definitely. I always try it for Saturdays, usually a longer run day for sure. And then I always try to do a higher intensity interval style run day sometime throughout the week.
Okay.
But as you mentioned, my current goal is a sub 20-minute 5K.
That's been fun to watch, man.
It's
I
hard.
love like how you post when you don't. I mean, so far you haven't gotten there, or have you yet?
I haven't gotten
and
there.
I love that you posted anyway, because it's like you're like a minute away, right? You're under 21 minutes now, or like right around that line.
It's 20 minutes 30 seconds is where I'm at.
Oh man!
And I think I've tried. I've given it my best effort. I think 4 times now. And I'm gonna be honest, I am shocked at how hard it is. Because initially I went into it, I made the video thinking I was gonna nail it first time.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I got this.
Because if your second and third mile could stay as fast as your first mile, you'd get there all day, every day.
Right. I was just coming off of a half marathon. I was like, oh, I'm in pretty good shape right now. I should just go for it.
Yeah.
And if you would have told me I wouldn't have been able to run it by now, I would have said you're crazy. But it is tough work, man. It's like
to pace faster.
Man, it's the thing that bothers or doesn't bother me, but it's like the 3 miles I can get, it's that 0.1. That 0.1 is just
you can get under 20 in the 3 miles.
Yeah.
That point that
0.1.
Well, that's what makes it a 5K.
I know. It irks me, but
because I see it because it kind of tricks your brain when your 1 mile is pacing.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not really about the 1 mile pace if you have that 0.1 added. I see what you're saying now. Yeah.
Yeah. And what I'm finding now that I've really kind of dove into it is the pacing for myself when I'm alone. That's hard for me.
Yeah.
To like really keep, because I think you're supposed to be at a 6:24.
And you've only tested it by yourself, right?
Yeah.
You have to pace 6:24 to get sub 20.
Right. I think it's just right under 20 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
So like first mile, it's fine, but that second and third mile, I can't hold that pace. So I've been. I
wonder. I mean, I have not achieved that myself, but I almost wonder if you tried to average that pace. I had just had Jeff on yesterday. He'd probably be good to talk to as well.
Definitely.
But I wonder if you almost paced slightly above 6:24 in the first mile, and then you tried to increase the second,
Yeah.
and then increase the third.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've tried that yet.
No, you're spot on to do what the negative.
The negative split.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something I'm not great at.
Yeah.
but I'm working on it.
Yeah. Is it a mental thing, or do you just find like no matter what pace you start at, you find your steam starting to go?
I think that's it.
The second one?
Yeah, but I haven't tried in the last 3 weeks. I'm gonna try again this week actually. And
have you done mile splits where you like do a mile rest and then do a mile rest?
No,
trying to like keep that same pace.
Kind of. I've done more of like a tempo workout where it's not necessarily 1 mile, but for time. So it's 5 or 6 minutes all out.
Gotcha.
Not all out, but at a fast pace. And then rest 2-3 minutes, go again.
So you've done that similar type of
So that's what I've been focusing on the last couple of weeks to hopefully achieve it my next time out.
Yeah.
But if not, I think I might have to recruit a friend to pace. And I might have to try a track. I haven't ran on the track.
Oh yeah.
And so I got to find one that's
not since our Greenville trip.
No, exactly. And I need to find one that is open to the public. I think that'll help.
Yeah.
Because right now it doesn't happen often, but you have to either stop for a car or slow down for whatever, somebody crossing the road.
There's a running club on Hilton Head.
Mm-hmm.
If any of you listening or watching happen to live in Hilton Head area, but Hilton Head Running Company. Have you been there?
I've heard of it.
You've heard of it?
Yeah.
So I'm good friends with the guy who owns the place. His name is Al. He actually comes to Hilton Head Health.
Okay.
And he kind of looks at people's walking, running gait, recommends shoe types for their gait and where their feet are,
Yeah.
Pronated, supinated. Anyways, every Tuesday they have a running club that meets at the Hilton Head Rec Center, and they run the track there. And you've got the spirit of community, of group. You might be able to competitively run slightly faster because you got that group there.
Yeah.
And I do know there's a guy there who used to work at Hilton Head Health. He was an intern there a little bit after I was, and he's part of that group. And I think he's running sub 20 now, sub 25K. So it might be worth looking into. I know you probably work.
It depends on the time.
On Tuesdays, and you have to take a ferry to get to your job. But
yeah.
That group might be worth looking into.
Definitely. Do you know what time they meet?
I don't know what time.
I'll look into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know if that track is public otherwise.
I don't know either.
But
I'll have to find out. But to your point, there is power in community and support, mentors, coaches, that can just get you there faster.
Yeah. I think that's what I need. I hate to say it, but yeah, there's a lot of power in that.
Yeah, well, there is just like kind of like this self-confidence that, if you're not too careful, it can turn into a little bit of an ego.
Yeah.
Like I got this all me now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's where I'm at.
I don't think you're there either.
But
no,
I know what you mean.
Yeah. I don't think you're there either, because there is something to be said for, like, let me see if I can do this myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I don't think that's an ego.
But
it can turn into one.
Right.
Yeah.
I couldn't done a handstand without your help.
That's right.
That's
so
right.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So that's been almost 2 years now, right?
It has.
Almost. That's crazy, man. But yeah, so when I was first starting Bucket List Fit, I was just going around to friends and family asking them this question: is there something in the fitness world that you've always wanted to be able to do that you weren't quite sure if you could do it, but it would be awesome if you could? And I asked you that question, and you said you wanted to not just do a handstand, but
a 30-second
handstand.
Right.
Because you said you weren't afraid to go upside down, but you could kind of hop up and like walk, and then it would be about 3 seconds before you would fall over.
That's right.
So that's right. I had just put together a handstand program for another person, and I was able to use that, tweak it a little bit, adjust it for you, and it was just a 2-day-a-week thing.
Yep.
And I'm curious if you remember what your training was like back then, and how you took that handstand program from Bucket List Fit and incorporated it, complemented it, replaced. How did you approach it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think back then I was not necessarily doing much endurance work at all. It's just all strength training. And I liked it because the way the programming was on the app is a lot of it was upside down work, but there was a lot of mobility and shoulder stability, upper back, pull-ups, TRX stuff, whatever it is. And so it complemented well with what I was doing. If I saw on the program that day that I had pull-ups, for example, then I just wouldn't, that'd be basically part of my workout that day at the gym that I went to, or I would hit the gym in the morning and then hit the more handstand specific stuff at work when I wasn't busy.
Yeah. And it didn't take much time.
No,
right? Yeah.
no. Or just at the home gym at the apartment.
Part of your lunch break, right?
Yeah. It's my 30-minute lunch break. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Whew.
Yeah. But no, it complemented well, honestly. And I think I told you, but I was at the time, right before that, I was having some like serious shoulder issues. And because I remember it was like the last basketball game I played in Asheville before I moved. I went to block this guy's shot and my arm just got like weird angle, ripped back. And I had this nagging pain for months. And it just never went away. And I remember I told you that I had that. Maybe I didn't tell you, but I was going through it.
Yeah.
So
you did tell me.
Yeah. I was a little worried about the handstand program and how it was going to agitate and just make it worse. And really what I found was, I think being upside down and doing a lot of the stabilization, the shoulder mobility stuff, that is exactly what I needed at that time to heal my shoulder. And I just got this bonus of being able to do a 30-second handstand on top of it. So it's like a great 2-for-1 discussion. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that going like right out the gate going into it. I don't think you told me that your shoulder was bothering you, but you probably weren't super concerned about it. But I do remember a few weeks into it, you're like, hey, I need to tell you that my shoulder actually had been bothering me and it's starting to feel better.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's great.
Yeah. I was very, very happy to progress on a handstand, but also be out of pain.
Yeah. Bonus.
Yeah.
And what was cool to see, I mean, every week we had you doing a benchmark handstand to see where you were at. It was cool to see, like, not only were you upside down for longer, but they were like, it's each week. I mean, there was kind of undulations, which is normal, but the trend was most weeks you would be taking fewer walking steps too. So like you'd be upside down for longer and you'd always kind of catch your balance, but in the beginning it was a lot.
Yeah. I gotta say that was like my favorite part of the program.
The benchmark.
Oh my gosh. I looked forward to that.
Yeah.
Just especially like you said, that first one I sent you, I don't even know if it was 3 seconds. I went up and came right back down.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, week after week, hitting that benchmark for, I think it was like 2 or 3 times. You got 2 or 3 shots out of it. 2 or 3 shots, yeah. And I looked forward to that. I was like, oh, today's the day. Today's the day I'm going to do it. But it just progressed, like you said. It went up and down, but over time, kind of like the stock market, it kept getting better.
Yes.
And I felt more comfortable, and I loved that part of it.
I
love being able to send that or upload that in the app and send that to you.
Yeah.
And be like, all right, I got 15 seconds today.
Like, yeah.
I finally got to 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like literally like right at the last week, the 16th week, where you're like, I got it.
I know. I was going to be so upset.
Yeah, that was willpower right there.
It was a close 30.
It was like maybe 29.99. We'll count it. We'll round up. I love that you just pointed that out because it kind of hits on what we mentioned earlier. Like, that means you picked the right goal. Yeah. It was an exciting goal. You looked forward to doing the thing that you were trying to get better at. And that's, I'm a huge believer in that. Like whatever the thing is that excites you to do that every week. Yeah. Like at least once a week, or at least a version of it. Like 100. Modify it. Like I had another client. I was just telling Jeff yesterday. I have another client right now. He's going to be turning 50 in like another year or two, and his goal is to do 50 push-ups by the time he turns 50.
Unbroken.
So unbroken. Wow. Strict. Yeah. So 50 before 50 is the name of his program.
That's cool.
Yeah. And so obviously he can't do 50 strict push-ups right now, but just like you had a benchmark every week, he's got a benchmark every week where he's testing his push-ups. And it started with wall push-ups. Wow. So like he feels connected to the thing he's excited about. And he sees progress, trending progress most weeks. And he's on pace, man. I think he's going to hit that, at age 48 or 49.
I was say that's a long. He's got a lot.
He gave himself like 3 years.
Wow.
To get super realistic as well. Yeah. And but I'm a huge believer in that. And actually, at my day job at Hilton Head Health, there's another guest just the other day. This is the first time I heard this one, but I really got her thinking. I was like, "What does fitness mean to you?" Mm-hmm. And how do you want fitness to serve you? I think is actually the question I asked. And she said, "I want to get back to herding sheep with my dog." And she made me laugh out loud because I had never had that answer before. That's and I didn't know that was like And she talked about it like it was a sport. Like, and I guess it's a dog sport.
Sure.
You know, like agility training and stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess it's active, you know, and like even for the person. And she said, I want to get back to that. And so I challenged her. Obviously this is the first time I heard that one, so I didn't have an immediate idea, but I challenged her to think about ways she could incorporate something like that almost every week.
Yeah.
So that, like you in high school with basketball, it wasn't like you couldn't pay me to go to the gym. It was, I'm investing in the gym so that I can get better at basketball. I'm investing in the gym so that I can get back to herding sheep with my dog again, you know? And
everybody's different.
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
And if you can stay connected to that every week in some way or another, meeting yourself where you are, it's just fire for your motivation. And like the gym then becomes more exciting because you feel connected to that thing you're excited about.
Yeah. That's kind of where I am with the 5K right now is I as much as it hurts to try it I'm not doing every week right now, but every time I do.
You're doing what? It's like twice a month or something, or once a month?
I was trying it like every other week. I took a couple weeks off to just really go all in on it, but it does. It's motivation, and you try not to like keep moving the goalposts, but sometimes that's a good thing, you know, if it is for the right reason. So yeah, you keep going till you hit that. When I hit that 20-minute 5K, and then be on to something new.
Yeah. And to your point, it doesn't have to be every week, but some sort of frequency that you look like it's on like the calendar. Like, all right, that's when I'm trying this again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of my motivations to do a handstand as well was I have two friends, one of my best high school friends. Back in high school, they could walk on their hands, you know, down the length of the basketball court and back, no problem. They could be outside.
Wow, that's an impressive distance.
Yeah.
How long is the basketball court again?
90 feet, I think.
90 feet? All right, yeah, so that was 180 feet that they would go before. That's impressive.
I could be wrong there, but I think it's close. But anyway, they were very good at it.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I remember trying to fit in, try to be like them. Couldn't even, you know, it was worse than before when my first attempt. I was like, all right, I'm going to try to at least get a handstand so next time I see them, I can surprise them and be like, yeah, check this out. But that never happened because we never really got together. But they did see the
video?
compilation. Yeah, and they loved it.
Good.
They gave me,
so now
they
they
gave me
know.
props on it. Yeah.
And just out of curiosity, what's their height relative to yours?
I think they're both right like 6 foot.
Okay,
Maybe
so
6'1".
you got a half a foot on both of them.
Yeah.
So I mean that makes it you're at a disadvantage. Taller makes it harder for handstand.
Yeah.
So the fact that you can do it and they can do it.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're a competitive guy, I'm gathering.
Yeah.
Your motivation sometimes comes from these guys are in basketball. They're bigger than me, and I need to.
Yeah.
Oh, those guys they can hit. I need to. Yeah.
I mean, I do it for myself.
Of course.
But it is some outside, you know, motivation.
It's a compilation of motivation.
Yeah. I think the big thing for me is I would, like, especially nowadays, I just don't want to be one-dimensional in any way.
Yeah.
So like yourself, you are, as we mentioned at the start, probably the most multi-dimensional athlete that I know that can literally do anything from whatever, an iron cross up to
working towards that,
running a marathon towards 1 million pull-ups in a day.
A million
like
pull-ups.
You can literally do it all. And so that's my thing now is I would hate to just be classified as, all he can do is lift weights.
Yeah.
He can't do a handstand. He can't run a half marathon. He can't bike, swim, whatever. So that's really my thing is just trying to maybe not be master of one, but good at all. I
share your same philosophy. It is not my goal to be the best at any one thing.
Yeah.
Although I am stronger in some areas than others. Like I would say for me, my natural strength is when I train mobility, I progress a lot faster than when I train anything else.
Yeah.
And my mobility just adapts quickly.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It lends itself nicely to calisthenics training and body weight training, and whereas my strength will improve, but a lot slower.
Yeah.
It would take me a while. It is on my bucket list to bench 3 plates. Maybe after the Ironman, I'll shift gears more towards trying to get to. I never hit the 1,000-pound club, which you're probably in with the 3 power lifts. When you're bench, back squat, and deadlift add up to 1,000. For those listening who don't know.
Yeah, it might be. I haven't. I think it definitely has in the past. Lately, I just haven't. But yeah.
Yeah. But no, just like you, my approach has always been I want to be able to participate in any type of activity without feeling like I have to be the best at it.
Exactly.
And but if in the contest, not that it's a contest, in the contest between David and Mitchell in a wide variety of Olympic events, I think you would win more of them than me. Just like when it comes to speed, strength, power, Maybe when it comes to mobility, I would have the advantage on those
Definitely.
events. But
All the
I
gymnastics.
would say if we're just throwing compliments at each other, you are definitely an all around athlete, friend who is better at more things than I am. But I share your value of I want to be able to participate in as many things and be multidimensional. Yeah.
That's what makes life fun.
For sure.
You know, like having party tricks.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Yeah.
So did you use the handstand ever as a party trick yet?
I did have to show it off at work.
Nice.
Yeah, I think so. The video, the compilation you sent when I posted it, and I have a couple friends at work or members at work.
Yeah.
And they made me pull it out after a group fitness class one day.
Yeah.
I don't remember how good I did. I don't think I got to 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But I did have to show it off. And then I think it's cool to do it at the beach.
Yeah.
So especially back then, when I go to the beach, I would always try it because if you fell, it's not as sand's not as hard. Plus, it's a cool background. You got the beach.
It's so cool. You got the water, the sand. Yeah.
But never got to do it to impress my friends that initially.
At least not in person.
Not in person. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. So you mentioned your sub 20-minute 5K. That's like your next immediate bucket list goal. What are some other goals that are on your bucket list down the road?
Yeah. So while I, have really taken up more the endurance sports, I think 20-minute 5K is up there. I really would love to get a 90-minute half marathon.
You were close to that too.
It's close.
I saw that you were like, what, 133?
I think it was 134.
134?
Yeah.
Dude, you were so close.
Close. Yeah. I love that. I don't know why everything has to be speed related either. Like, why can't you just complete it and be happy? But I'm like, I want to. So back to our point, it's like I want to do it, but I want to be competitive at it too. I don't want to just be a slouch.
Yeah. You want to do the best that you can do at it. Yeah.
And I think 100%. I think, and I believe that I can get there. Might need to lose a little bit of weight because I'm a heavy runner.
Yeah.
But
for the endurance events, that's where you know, the sprinting events maybe not as much, but the endurance events helps a big.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So that's those two up there. I do want to eventually do a marathon. I think it's just something cool to try.
Yeah.
I forget what the stat is, but something like less than 4% of humans or Americans run a marathon or
something like that.
So just be part of that, I think, is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know if you talked about on here the big one.
The Ironman.
Yeah.
Well, I did not. Yesterday we talked about becoming an Ironman.
Okay.
But is that on your bucket list?
Yeah. So if he hasn't said it, but David and our friend group, they put the challenge out there to do an Ironman triathlon in 2028.
Yep, because that's when our mutual friend Jeff turns 40.
Okay.
He wants to do that on his 40th. It's on my bucket list, so I figured if he's going to do it then, that's the time for me to do it, you know, because it is not my natural motivation to pursue endurance events.
Yeah.
But since I've been part of your friend group and Jeff and you, like it's been more exciting to do those types of things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree. And especially you and Jeff, Dave, or Alex, our friends group, you guys are just like gung-ho on it and very into it. And that in turn like makes me very into it, and I get excited about it because I probably wouldn't sign up for that for myself on my own, but since you guys are in, I'm in. So
is this the official moment where you're saying you're gonna do it with us?
Here we go.
You're in.
I'm in.
2028. Dude, all right. So not only am I becoming an Ironman in 2028, you'll be becoming an Ironman. Right. In 2028 at the same time as me.
Yep.
I look forward to crossing that bucket list item off together.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, man.
That's definitely that's like the biggest goal as of right now.
For the endurance world anyway. Yeah. Okay. I love that.
I realize being a tall athlete, usually the strength stuff is not in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, squatting a whole bunch, benching a whole bunch.
Which is why it's impressive that you can lift as much as you can.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if I can anymore.
Oh, okay.
Just because I've been doing more endurance, so strength is taking a little bit of a hit.
A backseat.
Not too much.
Yeah. Well, very cool. So, I love that. Do you have any final, Mitchell, words of wisdom for our viewers on YouTube or listeners on their podcast platform? Like maybe someone listening, tuning in right now, they've got an ambitious goal they want to pursue. it makes them scared. They're not sure if they can do it. They're not sure if it's worth their time or whatever their fear is. What words of wisdom and advice would you give as someone who not only has pursued bucket list items before, but continually pursues more bucket list items?
Yeah, I mean, not to be cliche, but honestly, just trusting the process, embracing the process, and not just wanting the end goal right away. Because I think there is a lot to be said that I would have loved to do a 30-second handstand day one, but that 12 weeks in between, right? 16 weeks in between, looking back at it was so much fun. And that was more fun than doing the 30-second handstand, is that process into it. And that goes for really any of your goals.
Yeah.
It makes it worthwhile. It gives you something to look forward to. It gives you motivation, whatever it is. And don't get caught up on that end goal. Take your time with it. If it doesn't come in that 16 weeks, if it takes you 24, 2 years, 4 years, whatever it is, just know that it's coming.
I love that. Trust the process.
Yeah.
And know that not every single week is going to be improving. But I love the analogy you made earlier. It's like the stock market.
Yeah.
You stay consistent. You trust the process. You show up. You will trend upward.
Exactly.
Yeah. Don't get too scared and quit and pull out. Yeah.
Stack the small wins and just do what you can behind the scenes to help yourself win. Drink your water, eat your good food, get your sleep.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Keep showing up.
Exactly.
And if you miss a day, don't beat yourself up.
Yeah.
Do the next day.
Yeah. There's a phrase I heard a long time ago. I think somebody said gaintain. Have you heard that?
Gaintain. I have not heard that. I love that.
So it's like maintain, but gaintain. So it's like you're gaining whatever it is, muscle, endurance, strength, mobility, but you're also like maintaining. I'm doing a bad way of verbs.
No, you're not. I understand exactly. What I think you're saying is maintain your consistency and you will gain.
Pretty much.
Is that the premise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I remember I heard that a long time. I don't even know where I heard that from, but that always stuck with me. Gaintain is,
love that.
Keep it consistent.
Hashtag gaintain.
Keep it consistent, but hopefully gaining while you're consistent. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
No, you're doubting yourself, but it actually makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gaintain, baby.
Gaintain. Yeah, gaintain, baby.
That's right.
I love that.
Yeah, man.
Oh man. So it's Mr. Mitchell, right? On Instagram.
5 L's.
5 L. Is there 5 L's?
Yeah.
Mr. Mitchell with 5 L's at the end.
Might have to change it soon.
He might change it soon. So if you're watching this, look for Mr. Mitchell with 5 L's. And I guess if you can't find it, it means you probably changed it.
That's right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, tune in, check it out. It's fun watching him try to pursue his sub 20-minute 5K. By the time this episode's posted, he may have already gotten there.
Let's hope so.
But yeah, follow his nutrition, follow his fitness. It's fun to see him progress. And yeah, man. And obviously, you already know where this is, Bucket List Fit. Hope you continue to enjoy our content. Let us know what else you want to hear on this podcast. Who else would you like to hear me talk to? What types of topics would you like to hear about? And as always, what is on your fitness bucket list? That's what I really want to know. Let's get you to achieve your fitness bucket list goal. So Mitchell, thanks for joining today.
Thanks, David.
Yeah. And we'll see you again soon.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Sounds good.